Hi, and welcome to this special Haigh Fest podcast brought to you by the team behind the LINC Magazine. If you didn't know already, the 2010 Haigh Music Festival takes place this year on Sunday, July 4th at Haigh Country Park. The event is, of course, completely free, and it features some of the biggest and best bands we've got in the borough, including this year's headline act, the Hicks. We're here today to chat to the band about the festival and the music scene in general in Wigan. Guys, thanks for taking the time out to speak to us today. Would you care to introduce yourselves to our listeners?
I'm Alex, play guitar and sing.
Paul Dean, bass player.
Forgot what you're playing, didn't you?
John Briscoe, drums.
So I think the first obvious question is, we're talking about Haigh Fest this year, looking forward to getting back on the building.
Yep,
you know,
definitely.
That's why we're here tonight, rehearsing for it, so
cool.
Just chucking a good set together, I think. So,
awesome.
Looking forward to it, because speaking to the guy who organised
Yeah.
who's telling me the size of the stage is going to be massive as well. So
Yeah, it's on the driving range, I think, this year. So.
yeah, they've moved it, haven't they? But yeah, it's 19 foot by something. And there's only 3 of us, so we're going to refill it.
I feel inspired, man, because we're like sharing a stage with Ron Keaton at the end of the day. So,
That's what it's all
you know,
about.
that's what it is. Like, next 4 weeks of my life is just going to be dedicated
to be honest, my life's been a roller coaster. My roller coaster since. Absolute roller coaster, but yeah, it should be good.
So you got anything special planned then to make sure you conquer this big stage?
We have got something actually. We talked about before. What's a surprise?
Oh yeah, we've got something. What you need to do is check out our new video, The Great Escape. If you go on YouTube and put the Hicks, Great Escape, we filmed the video in Amsterdam. And if you watch that video, then something similar will be happening on stage.
like that.
Might see a few characters from the video.
You played Haigh Fest before, was it 2007?
I think it was,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
Cool. What are your memories of that day?
The memory of the day was, I can't remember much of it, to be honest. It was that good. Wonder why? Yeah, it was that good that it just flew by.
No, but day-wise, music-wise, it was stage was good. It was a big stage. Sound sounded good, and there was quite a few people turned out for it. So
It's just kind of like over before, you know, because you're only on for half an hour. And like you want to be on for like at least 45 minutes to like an hour and that. But it was a good experience because we've not done a gig that big before, and same with this one that's coming up now. It's like it's going to be our biggest gig, so you know we're going to be like ready for it and stuff.
We did play at Wembley.
Do we?
Outside that chip shop.
Oh yeah,
That was a good gig.
well, after the old 2007, we played quite a few big gigs off the back of that, didn't we? Like Barfly and
Yeah.
place in Liverpool. We started playing quite a few big venues after that, so we started to mix up a little bit more. Doing a few local pubs and back to the Barfly, Roadhouse kind of gigs. So,
So was that as a result of playing Haigh that helped you?
We just wanted to mix it up, do a few small gigs and a few big gigs. We thought, well, as soon as we got Haigh, we'll get a few big gigs off the back of that. We met a few bands there as well. It was still currently told up to now, aren't we?
Yeah. So we played Rocking Festival up in Barrow in Furnace. That was awesome. Furnace Fest, wasn't it?
Furnace Fest.
That was
as well.
a wonderful experience. You know, playing in such a
2 people in a full tent watching us.
Yeah, it was awesome.
A full on massive tent. But anyway, back to Haigh Hall. It's well organised. That's
A bonus.
That's a beauty. What else? It's just a good thing, isn't it? It made a lot of people have heard of us but never heard us, because we've been knocking around for ages. People, oh yeah, I've heard of the X, but they've never heard us. But after that, I think there's a lot of people there at the time, and a lot of people said to me, oh, I'd heard of you, but I'd never heard of you.
So do you reckon
that's a good thing. So I imagine it'll be, since then, a load more people have heard us in Wigan, and we've been in and out of the paper in Wigan, we've been doing bits and bobs in Wigan. So hopefully the word will get around, and there'll be people, you know, that we're playing, and I'm expecting a bit of a good night.
So would you say Haigh Fest is definitely a good thing for local bands to get on?
It's a fantastic thing. It's like the amount of people who are that gutted when, like, because I obviously run this place, that they've not got on. But we were, because it was such a good gig the 2 years afterwards, we were like well gutted that we didn't get on.
It's like the main thing in like the music calendar for Wigan, really. It's I mean, I think the problem with Wigan at the moment is there's not a massive amount of venues that bands can actually play in. There's only probably about 2 or 3 that bands can play in. So when Haigh comes along, it's like I think it's like a big thing, because it kind of like it don't quite make up for it, but it goes like quite a bit of the way making up for it.
So what's your sort of take on the music scene in general in Wigan at the minute?
It's alright, man. And I tell you what, they all rehearse at Urban Sound, good bands. Urban Sound Studios, .co.uk. No, they do. There's some good bands coming from Wigan, man, who don't play in Wigan because there's not that many places for them to play.
Sure.
Yeah.
And like, along the way, we've discovered some other good bands from other towns. And then, but they've never like heard of Wigan as a place to play, do you know what I mean? And you're like, well, there's actually some alright places. But there's some good bands in Wigan at the minute, but unfortunately, a lot of them are going out of town just from the lack of venues.
Yeah, we get someone putting some kind of decent venue on, but the sound's not any good because they haven't got a decent PA.
Right.
So you've got people willing to do it, but they're just not taking the time to invest in either.
Sure.
Well, they haven't got the money, basically. So if
that's what it boils down
Wigan
to.
Council fancy chucking some money, we'll put an awesome night on. If the buys a big nasty PA to do it.
That's the thing, really.
Yeah, I'm asking how much. It'll cost about 15 grand more.
That's it, yeah. It's cheap.
It's nothing, is it?
It's all for the
You make money
kids.
back in about 15 years as well.
Sure.
So.
So you say that's what the scene needs, and it's a bit of investment, time, and
I'd
effort.
say so, yeah, man.
definitely. Yeah,
There's people doing it, but there's just they can't afford it. They're just people like us who haven't got a mass amount of money to spend on a PA.
Sure.
And they're putting a night on, and they can't afford the decent PA, and it's not sounding the great. But the bands they're putting on are like awesome, but they just don't sound right because the PA, and then people don't return to the night because it's That's what's happening. You need some investment in. There's some venues there, just some money for PA.
There's like the kind of like there's promoters out there who want to put bands on, but it's like it's getting the money for the promoting the gig as well.
Sure.
Which costs a lot of money.
There's lack of money,
and then when it comes to like putting like a price on the door, they don't want to charge too much because they know people are not going to turn up. You know, so it is about a lot of it is about money and that investment and trying to get people in, but at the same time, you know, not charging too much to get in really, because you know no one's going to pay like £5, £6, £7 to go watching like unsigned bands really. You know, so you got to have like a bit of a mix of the both.
Cool. So you mentioned there's a lot of good bands in Wigan. Do you care to name any particular favourites?
Yeah, there's a band called Derision who rehearse here. There's a band called Element who were playing on at Hay Hall as well. Those guys rehearse here. Who else is knocking around at the minute? There's loads.
George Formby was one of my favourites in the day.
George Formby.
Nice one.
Mercy Project. It's another band who have been knocking around for ages but never got the stuff together because they've been looking for members, and they're sorted now.
Cool.
They'll be gigging soon.
Up and coming now. Band out in Wigan is one we've played with. This band called Metro Millivade.
Yeah.
They're from Liverpool. And they're an awesome band, absolutely awesome. Because played on signed gigs, you play with a lot of bands and you do come across a lot of garbage bands, but when I watched them, they just totally blew me away and still do to this day, to be honest.
And they've played in Wigan quite a bit.
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Didn't know it.
They'd never heard of the place. Well, they'd heard of it, but they didn't know of the music scene here. And when they come, they realise people do turn out.
So is there any bands that you're particularly looking forward to seeing when you get on at Hay this year?
Element.
That's the only band.
That's the only band I've heard, to be honest, who were on.
Hicks should be good. I heard the drummer's pretty good, so looking forward to seeing them. Singer's a bit fat, but you know, he tries his best, bless him.
I need some investment in a diet.
So for those people who haven't seen the Hicks live before, what should they expect from you at Haigh Fest?
I just think they'll... I don't think personally if you're a good musician and you watch us, even if you don't like our music, you can still think they're a good band.
Sure.
Like I may annoy people, but they might look at Beck and say, "What a drummer," or they might just look at Paul and go, "You know, I can do better than him. What's he doing?" I'm only joking.
Nice man.
No, but
we do, like I said before, we do have like quite a high energy set, to be honest, especially this one we're doing. So it's going to be kind of fast paced from start to end. So it should be a good. It should be good from start to finish. You know, good end to the night, hopefully.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Do you feel any pressure being the headline act?
No, not at all.
Not really. No, we played that many gigs. We've probably done over 200 gigs now, anyway. Around the country, so we've been on.
Just looking forward to doing a good gig, and we know it's going to be a good gig.
Cool.
So we're looking forward to it, because a lot of gigs you don't know what it's going to be like, because we've never played there before.
Sure.
Unless you go back to obviously the ones you've played, but yeah, you know it's going to be a good gig. You know it's going to be better than last time because it's a bigger stage and whatnot. So yeah, I'm well looking forward to it.
I don't feel like pressure because we set ourselves like high standards. You know, like when we think we've like say like a bad gig for instance.
Even with the old bass player.
Exactly. Yeah. When we think we've had like a bad gig, you know, it's one of those where like, yeah, might think we've got a bad gig ourselves, other people think we've been awesome. So, no, I think there's no pressure there. Just got to enjoy it, haven't you? That's the main thing. It's what we've been gearing up for as a band.
Yeah, really.
Any of us, there's two people at a gig. There's always somebody who just comes over and just loves it and buys a CD. So that,
Sweet.
I mean, that's better. You've played some busy gigs and never sold a CD, but we played in Preston the other night. It wasn't mega busy, was it? What was about 30 people there, something like that. 40 people. We sold loads of CDs, which is
Nice.
spot on. We need money.
So what you want is a happy medium where there's loads of people and they're all buying
That's it,
CDs.
man.
And,
That's the key.
Cool.
That's what Haigh Fest is.
It's buy
hopefully.
merchandise.
Sure.
They're not paid to get in, so
Well, we sold a lot at Hay last time, didn't
yeah,
we?
it's all loads.
So
I mean, you're not
we've
going
got a
to
new
please everyone.
CD out
You
now.
can't,
as well.
you can't please everyone. That's it's never been done ever. But people who come check us out, they won't be disappointed if they're into music. We know why they will be.
Cool.
So yeah, we've got the new CD as well, man. If you can mention that.
Nice one, yeah.
It's not new, but it's newish. It's 10 tracks on it. It's called Start a War. So, but we're selling that, and we're selling the old one for £5 at the minute. 2 albums for £5, and we've got some T-shirts done as well. We're selling them. It's going to be like a package for 2 albums and a T-shirt. But we're looking to sell a lot of them at AOL as well, which is
Cool.
always good for the hard pocket.
And track, let me have a look. What is it? Track 6, Detrimental Instrumental. Is that the one now? What's the fast one?
It's 4.
Number 4. Oh, Curious Case of, I beg your pardon. Number 4, Curious Case of. We'll have a new video for that out in July, August.
Nice one. And what was the video you said to look out for again?
The Great Escape, the Hicks
Great
Great
Escape.
Escape. There's 2 on there. One's an acoustic session of Alex. It's not that one, it's the other one.
Right.
But it's
Filmed
one
in Amsterdam by our drummer.
And there'll be a live recreation of that, of
Yeah.
sorts.
Of sort, yeah,
Yeah.
of that video.
Sweet.
Because featuring the character who is in the video, who's a
Cool.
crazy, weird guy, but he's a good friend of ours. Obviously, yeah, as well.
So that's all my questions, unless there's anything else you want to say to the people who might be reading and listening.
Just if anybody likes us and anybody likes having good nights out, just keep checking when we're playing and just come. Because it's like every gig we do is like a good night out to us, and everybody comes out just that's a good night. And if you just keep an eye on the MySpace page, which is / the Hicks Wigan, the Facebook page. Just keep an eye on stuff like that, because there's videos that we're doing all the time ourselves. Well, the drummer's doing them big. There's always new music being added, so always something new being added all the time. We're doing stuff all the time, so we're just trying to create our own little Hicksathon.
Hicks we have like a lot of momentum on stage with a set, and we try and keep that going with other stuff as well, i.e. gigs, merchandise,
Sure.
CDs, videos. Just try and keep something going new all the time, so we're never standing still, really. We
Nice
don't
one.
like to be bored.
We'll do it till we're old as hell, man. Because we've been doing it years now.
Cool.
Already are old.
We are old, yeah. We're all in our 30s.
Early 30s, just to...
Early 30s. But yeah, we love doing it. We love the reaction of people who come to gigs and love it, and then it's just so good. I love it. It's good. We all enjoy it. And long may it continue.
And that's all we've got time for today. Thanks once again to the Hicks, who you can check out on MySpace at myspace.com/thehickswigan. For more about the Haigh Music Festival, check out wlct.org/Haigh10. Till next time, see you later.